They have been making wine for 60 years, and you've likely seen the brand on many wine store shelves. But there's a whole story behind the label you might be familiar with, because Rodney Strong Vineyards believes constant change is good and the brand has been rejuvenated. So in this episode of Crush on This, we will share with you what's new at Rodney Strong, as well as what we taste in their current releases. Enjoy this video, give it a like, comment at any time during the video, and subscribe to our channel for more. Rodney Strong Vineyards was established in 1959 by dancer and producer Rod Strong. He was one of the very first people to recognize and appreciate the diversity of Sonoma County, and he helped to create both the Chalk Hill and Russian River AVAs. He was a pioneer in Sonoma County, and he was also the first to craft a single vineyard, Alexander Valley Cabernet Sauvignon, and one of the first to plant Pinot Noir in Russian River Valley and to produce a Chalk Hill Appellation Chardonnay. A lot of firsts there.
Exactly. And Rodney Strong Vineyards was purchased in 1989 by the Klein family, fourth generation California farmers.
And did you know that in 60 plus years of this brand's life, there have only been 4 winemakers? It started with Rodney Strong. There was Dick Arrowood, Rick Sayre, and now Justin Seidenfeld.
Well, now they have 11 estate vineyards in Sonoma County and have a long-term lease on the Cooley Ranch, a 20,000 acre property just north of Dry Creek Valley.
So Rodney Strong Estates has been a pioneer, and they've always been adapting and evolving. But it was really time for a refresh, and they've undertaken what you could call a rejuvenation.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, what was really fun when we learned about this, Allie, was that they made a lot of winery upgrades. In 2014, they designed one of the most state-of-the-art wineries in the world with their square stainless steel fermentation tanks, and it's known as the Boneyard, and I just can't wait to visit and see that.
It's a very cool place.
I cannot wait. And they invested in new technology, and they now have optical sorters. And they also focused on water management, reducing water use by 50%. They also added 4,200 new solar panels.
Wow. Well, they also made changes in the vineyard, and they, with their team, have examined every single acre that they grow. They made decisions about replanting and looking for better aspects and different orientations to be more precise in blocks, and they took a holistically sustainable approach. And this has been a 7-year process. They brought in new equipment and did new pruning and irrigation, and really are focused on micro farming, really focusing area by area.
Yeah, I mean, the project is huge. And in addition to all the changes that we've just talked about, they also renovated the tasting room, which opened in 1970. So they completely updated that 1970 tasting room.
And of course, to top it off, they have all new labels.
That's right. That's right. If everything else wasn't enough, they have new labels too. That's great.
So I am starting out here with this lovely pink wine. It is the 2020 Rosé of Pinot Noir. It's a Russian River Valley wine, a $25 rosé. And it's got these beautiful notes, very classic rosé, strawberry, watermelon, and rose petal. Electric acidity. It is just vibrant and fresh and delicious.
Absolutely. So, and these are available, they're current releases. And for $25, I think that's such a great value. I'm drinking the 2019 Chardonnay that has a California appellation, not instead of Sonoma. So it's from a variety of vineyards in California. The grapes, the Chardonnay grapes, were sourced from warmer climates, and Justin wanted to source from cooler climates, such as the Russian River Valley, Petaluma, Monterey, and Santa Barbara. So we have quite a variety of Chardonnay grapes in the glass. I love it. And it's only $17.
Yeah, and I don't think, that's one of the great things that I love that what he does is that when we see California on the label, we can be impressed that Justin is really focused on quality vineyards. He's just not picking within one region.
Exactly. I mean, they don't just like grab great varieties from, anywhere. They do look and the best of the best. So 60% of the wine is in oak and undergoes malolactic fermentation. I can definitely taste the oak on this, but not too much. The balance is in stainless steel and does not undergo mallow. So you do have a balance of that.
Totally.
Stone fruit, tropical fruits on the nose and palate, texture, super fresh. And then one more example is this wine is under screw cap and not cork, because they switched from cork to screw cap on this wine. So
yeah, the first two wines were screw cap, and yeah, I love the acidity on this wine. Nice texture, everything. So moving into red wines. Ooh, I got this 2017 Sonoma County Merlot. This comes from 3 estates in the Alexander Valley. It spends 24 months in French oak. 20% of it is new. And they do add a little touch of Malbec for freshness. So, I mean, I think this is a wine with a lot of mouthfeel, all that red kind of fruit and getting into some darker fruits, really beautiful acidity, but depth. And I think that if you have ever doubted Merlot, try this $20 Merlot, and it may make you rethink Merlot a little bit.
Absolutely. I think for $20, you buy several bottles and just have it tonight, have it in a month, and just see how it opens up and how beautiful that wine is.
Food friendly, easy, $20, and you'll stop knocking Merlot.
Absolutely. Now I have the Cabernet Sauvignon. Rodney Strong saw Alexander Valley as an ideal place to grow Cabernet Sauvignon, even back in 1971. He was right. And to get today, the estate farms 4 different estate vineyards on the benches and hillsides above the valley floor. Now the 2018 Sonoma County Cab, $22. And it's a blend of grapes from the Cooley Ranch, the foundation, and then Dry Creek, Knights Valley, and Russian River Valley. So once again, they're taking the best of the best and putting it into this wine. It spent 16 months in French and American oak. 20% was new. There's a little Merlot in this wine, which is added to make it more approachable and food friendly. And I love it. Well-rounded, very drinkable, soft, just an all-around well-priced favorite. There's no reason not to get this wine. Delicious. And fun fact, they sell more of this wine than any other in their portfolio. So that tells you how everybody else feels about it. So,
you know, you got to rethink how much you spend on Cabernet when you can have a really good one like this for $20.
You got it. You got it.
Really. I actually have another Cabernet here. This is the 2018 Alexander Valley Cabernet. It's a whopping $28. So it went up a little in price. This has a new darker label. So it's that black label right behind me between the white labels. And it denotes an elevated fruit source. So this is mostly estate fruit, all hillside properties. It spends 24 months in French oak, 50% of which is new. And you just get a lot of this purity, like just so much the fruit is coming through, not in an overpowering, overripe way, but that's, I mean, the primary. And I mean, same thing. It's got a little more depth than the other Cabernet, the first one we had, but in a way that it's got a little more darker tannins, darker fruit notes. Super delicious at $28. I'm still blown away that you can drink delicious Cabernet from Sonoma in the 20s.
Yeah, and I always, if you don't know, if you see Alexander Valley on the label, you kind of know it's going to be a good cab, because I haven't had a bad one yet from Alexander Valley.
That's right.
So I have now the 2018 Old Vine Zinfandel, Sonoma County appellation. It's a new wine and it's $25. And this used to be the Naughty Vines label. So the goal is to make this particular wine, and I'm taking a quote here, a great Zin that people will love. Now, I'm loving this wine. It's a new fruit source, 2 in Russian River Valley and 1 in Alexander Valley. All vineyards were planted in 1972, or they were older. So the most recent in 1972. The wine was fermented in cool temperatures, like the Cab, and spent 18 months in 40% new French oak, not American. So as a result, I mean, I feel like the tannins are very fine. They're very elegant.
Absolutely. Get some dark, you get some dark,
Uh,
not quite stewed, but getting into that darker, richer fruit aroma.
yeah, that compote, but I've got a little bit of vanilla. I've got some delicious spice. The softer but firm tannins, bright acidity. This is beautiful. $25, guys. What's not to love?
God, we have done 5, 6 wines, all under $30.
Hard to believe. They're new releases. They're all on the shelves now. So I say just march over to your favorite wine shop and just put them all in the cart.
You really, it's amazing. Rodney Strong, they put care, they're sustainable. They put care into the vineyards, into the winery. They're really putting so much thought into wines that they can produce that can go on a grocery store shelf at under $30, and you really can't go wrong. So that's Rodney Strong, just don't underestimate a label you might be too familiar with on a shelf.
Good point. Good point. Yeah. I mean, they're really looking at the future, which I love, and they know who their consumers are. They know what they want, and they're ready to stretch a little bit. And this answers so many, ticks a lot of the boxes that we all want in a good wine. So
absolutely. Yeah. So Rodney Strong has taken a soup to nuts refresh of the brand, looking at all aspects, and the result is a range of wines that offer balance and beauty at great value. So pick up a bottle of Rodney Strong today and let us know what you found. We think you will be re-inspired by Rodney Strong. Give our episode a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to our channel today. And cheers.
Grab a bottle. Cheers.
Cheers.